Hello friends and hello student. My name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the reading API in Web.Config file in ASP.NET with C Sharp. So first I share my laptop screen and fix the position to hear my screen so you can watch better my video lecture. And here Microsoft Visual Studio Express 2012 for web edition is open, and Web.Config underscore demo one website folder is already open, and file menu we can take as a new file, and that Visual C Sharp web form file is there, and here we can take as a name. So that is a, we can say that reading underscore API. API means application programming interface. So now I can press add button. So that is a our design is coming. And now first we can take as a heading of HTML and the title. So we can say that reading API. Yes. And then we can division tag, take one panel. So that ID like P1 run at server side, and then grouping tags. So that is also we can take a reading API from web.config file. Yes, so that is a web, and uh, that we can take as a ASP button. So that is ID like B1 and run at server side. Then text is first year prefix use btn and application setting. So here application setting just that we can reading, and font that type bold 2, then font size that is a large, and then for color that we can take as a dark slate blue, and then close that tag and provide the BR tag. So here two BR tag, and then copy and paste 3 times. So we can take 4 button, and here last that not require BR, and then we can change the BTN, and then we can reading the connection string CON. Then here third button BTN, that is we can say that form authentication AUTH, and last BTN that is custom error CE. Yes, that ID. And here now we change the text second one. So that is a, we can say that connection string, and third one that is we can form authentication. So yes, authentication, and last one, yes, so that custom errors. Yes, okay. So I can save, and we can use some CSS block cascading style sheet. So style tag is there, and type is that's text oblique CSS, and complete tag and pair tag, and we can take some block HTML. So that is a general block, and we can take as a background color, and then we can take as aqua color background, and font that 14 pixel, and then that is we can say that Verdana, that is type and black color. So that is a general, and now dot block we can apply. Dot block we can take as a background color, and that is we take as a white. So yes, and then margin, so like auto, yes, automatically, and then width, so we can take as a 400 pixel, and height we can take like 220 that pixel, and then padding, yes, so spacing in between, so 10 pixel. Then border, so we can take as a double and 3 pixel that thickness, and color is orange. Okay, so that is, and last that is button, dot block button, and that only we can take as a background color, and light, we can take some pink, yes, light pink. So yes, how to apply this? So general HTML block, we have to take 3 block. So that is a HTML that apply automatically. Content, that were our content, so we can apply in division tag content block. So here class attributes, and to that name is appear, and we can take as a content block to here. And now button, we can apply as a CSS, that attribute CSS class. So that is, you can take as a button or all 4 button. So here you can look, two name is appear. So button, yes, and then second one, same process, CSS, and then button, and last the third, that is CSS, and then button, and last one now. So CSS and then button. So I can save. So yes, all are saved. Control S. So here now take, let us check our designing. So yes, all are well. And here I can select, and left margin I can take as a center. So all are center. And then panel, yes, here our panel, and I can sound that height increase. So yes, now perfectly. So yes, I can save, Control S, and now we can take as a application setting and double click, and then that click event is open. But first we can open as a Web.Config file. So here our Web.Config file is there, configuration, and then we can take as a application setting. So yes, first rules configuration, that is a root tag, and config section is a child tag. First, we cannot violate to anywhere, because that is disturb to all page and not run any page. So we cannot, that is a first child tag, that is a rules in Web.Config file, and that is a XML based file and version 1.0. And then we can first check, yes, system.web, and anywhere that application setting is not there, so then we can write ourselves, yes, not there. So yes, you can write anywhere. So here we can, yes, after the connection string, we can write to here like application setting. So yes, here, and then one add button, child tag add, and that key and its appropriate value, so T1, and that value we can say that this is a testing application setting. Yes, so I Control S, and we can read. So what is the benefit? So you can read this key and this value to any web page to your website. So now I can save, and we can reading to here. So first we can take one namespace, and that is a using keyword system.web, and then configuration. So web configuration manager class is required. So here we can take as a string s1 and web configuration manager class, yes, here. So that is a property, yes, application setting is first and connection string is second. So we can use both this property, and here we can provide the key t1 and .to string, and then response dot write or label text, you can print that s1 string variable. So here we can say that application settings, and then plus concatenation in s1 variable we have to print. So I can save and then run first API reading. So that is very simple. So let us take, so Web.Config file, we can read any website page to our API. So that is very simple, one key and its appropriate value, like hash table we have to learn in Java. So that is the same. Yes, I click, yes, you will look here, result is appear. So that is our heading, and that is value. This is a testing application setting. So that first target we can achieve. Now second button we can take as connection string. So yes, I double click. First I can run mode. So I stop debugging, and that connection string that designing S I can take as capital. So now complete, and now I can double click. So that click event is open. And Web.Config file, yes, in my previous video lecture I can already setting one connection string. Look here, yes, connection string, that is a tag of configuration child tag. But after the Web.Config, here that already, yes, and here we can take one X is a ID, means name ID, and that is a value. So here that value we can read this. So yes, that already the, so we cannot provide, and here I take as a S1 again, and web configuration manager class. So web configuration manager dot connection string and bracket we can provide X or key, and then connection string. Yes, so connection strings S, so that is a tag and that is attributes, and that return is a string, so we cannot require two string. And directly response dot write, and we can give the connection string and then plus S1. Yes, same S1. We can take also different variable. So that is second our goal. So let us check. I run again. So yes, now that running, and yes, take some time. Yes, now appears. So here I click yes. So you can look here connection string, and that value is provider Microsoft Access. We can take our temp DB is our access database. So that is a display all the connection string. So second goal is achieved, and now form authentication. So yes, that run mode. So I stop and now click here third button. So web config third, that is a web system.web, yes, here, and then authentication. So form, yes, here. So authentication mode is form, so we can print the mode, and then form tag, and there are three value logging URL, that is a we can print timeout, that's 16, and name logging. So that is a we can redeem all these things. So yes, here we can take as a, so now we can use authentication section, yes, here authentication, yes, and we can give the AUTH, and then web configuration manager class, yes, that is we can use, and that one method get web application section, and here we can pass over system dot web and forward slash, and then authentication. So you create authentications. So yes, any spelling is mistake is not allowed. So I think that correct, and that is I think small. So let us check. Yes, that small a cap not capital, and yes, all are well. So here error is a typecasting. So here get web application return the object type. Look in the tooltip. So here our object is authentication. So we can require the typecasting. So authentication section. So now that error is gone. So yes, complete. And now we can print host mode. So response dot write, and mm, authentication mode is, so we can plus and auth dot mode and dot toString. So that is a print, and if condition, so auth dot mode and dot toString and equal if form, so f is capital forms, so that now we can print that form name and all our things. So response dot write, and that we can first print the name. So that is a auth, then we can take as a name, So yes, authentication, and then mode is already there, and forms, yes, forms, then name, yes, forms tag under the name. So yes, that property is now complete. And here we can provide as a br tag, and I copy and paste. So name, after we can print our login page name. So login URL. So that is also form property, login URL. So yes, there is here. And last, that is a time. So time out. So here also one property, timeout. Yes, so that is perfectly. So let us check. That is a third our goal, and let us check that print all about the authentication mode of form. So yes, I think complete. Let us, I check, click. Yes, all are perfectly valid. So mode is forms. Yes, login is name, and URL login underscore ASPX page, and time 60, so 1 over that taking, and last one custom error section. So yes, first I can save and go in design part, and here we can take as a text in between one blank. So yes, here, so look for better. Yes, I save and then click in fourth one. So I stop debug mode and then click. So otherwise that not open that click event. So here what to do? So here we can take as a first custom, and that is a custom error section. Yes. So CUST, and that same web configuration manager and .get web application section. So here we can provide the system dot web and forward slash and custom e capital errors. Yes, that is a, and yes, again that is same get web application return the object type, so we can need the typecasting. So here we can take as a custom error section. So that complete, and now we can print as a first that mode custom. So yes, here I first see you what is we can reading. So here look, custom error system underscore web. Yes, and C small, E is capital. That mode is on. So there are on, off, and remote. So and on, off, and remote only three modes. So here on is print and default redirect. So that is a page name print. And then error, that is a child tag, and status code we can read, and then default redirect that, and error one under the page, all that page is stored. So in my previous video lecture, authentication custom error section and authentication form and reading the file authorization also we can take. So now we can print as a response dot write, and first we can print as a error mode. So we can say that custom error mode is, so that type of message, and here we can provide like cust cust and mode and dot toString, same as our previous form authentication. And now we can that page response dot write, and we can say that default redirect page name is, and here we can take as a br tag, otherwise that same line. So yes, so same, yes, custom dot redirect mode or redirect default redirect and dot toString. So yes, dot toString. Yes, now complete, and then we can take as an first we can collection. So yes, here you can look in custom error, that is error is a child tag. So we can change our that custom error section to custom error error collection, and that reference name CEC. Yes, and cost cost dot errors one, that is a child tag errors. We can give the reference, and now we can print how many code first. So here we can first br tag, and we can take a number of status code, how many number of status code. So we can say CSE, that count member is there, and for toString. So how many? 3. We can take as a 3. And now we can take as a for each loop. So yes, for each, and here we can take as a custom error. Yes, so I think C is capital. So yes, custom. Yes, now perfectly, and that we can give CE and in operator, and C is CEC. So that is a custom error collection. So here that collection one by one we can print our detail. Here we can print as a response.write, and first we can take as a HR, horizontal ruler line, and then response.write again, and we can take as a first status code. So status code, yes, and that is CE, yes, dot status code already, that property. So yes, code, and here T is remaining in heading. Yes, so perfectly, and dot toString. So yes, now perfectly look, and here we can also take as a BR, otherwise that is not taking new line, and I copy, and that page name. So here we can take as a uh, redirect page. Yes, so direct page. So which page you have to redirect? So redirect page or URL. So here we can take as a CE. So custom error, and that redirect, that property, and dot toString. So all are well. And then after in for each we can again response. Yes, I copy, not already there here, row horizontal. So one after we can complete, and last one. So here starting giving by the this all for each loop 3 time repetition. So there are status code is a 3. Here look, here 3 status code. Yes, so one by one all print, and first we can print the mode and default redirect page name, and then that how many, so that is 3, and one by one that code and that page name we have to print. So that is all about custom error section. So that is a reading API, application programming interface. So now I can go in, yes, save, and yes, I run this page. So let us check how it's print perfectly or not. So here I think let us check. That is our last goal in this session. So first we can read the application setting, web configuration manager class, then custom uh, connection string, form authentication, and last one is, yes, that perfectly. Yes, look here, custom error mode is on. Yes, here our mode is on. Default redirect page name, default error underscore ASPX. That number of status 3 code is there, and one code, and that redirect page name. So that folder name, and then ASPX file name. So all page and that code and that file name is print very perfectly. So here our designing go below, because we can print is a response load, right? So you can also print as a, you can say that label text. So just like now I can summarize all these things. So first we can take designing very simple way, and here we can use some 4 button and some CSS cascading style sheet block. So here look, so first that is general block, HTML, then dot block, here margin, padding, width, height, and so all are perfectly our requirement, and dot button block, so specific that button block, and then 4 button and 1 panel, and general block can apply automatically. Content block, to division you can use class attributes, and individual control 1 property, that name is a CSS class. So that is all about designing. So look here, our designing is there, and here I take my screen to here, and now we can go in coding. So first we can take as a application setting. So here Yes, here first we can write. So you can write anywhere. Here I just copy. Yes, I copy this and so copy and paste. So we can reading second IST2 and here we can change. So not testing. So yes, this is, or we can say that we are students. Any type of message means value. So we can read as a T1. So that is a first, and then second one connection string that X and that connection string reading this here to here. And third one form authentication. So I first summarize all these things. So yes, form authentication, and then that form URL, login URL and timeout and name, and last one custom error section. So yes, here I just changed last time, and here we can take as a T2. So I can save and run. So that is a coding. Yes, so coding is web configuration application setting. Here you can change yes T2. So we can T2 and we are student, that message is print. And connection strings, yes, that is a tag name. Yes, and that is a ID. And then connection string, that is a property. So look here, that connection string, so that is above. So here that connection string and then connection here. So that is attributes. And then authentication. So get web configuration manager class and get web application, and here is one important point in syntax forward slash, not backwards slash, system.web and then authentication in the child tag. So that is a form authentic mode is print, and then if form is there, so we can print that name, login and timeout. And same custom error, so custom error section, and same system.web under the custom errors, C is small and E is capital, yes, very important, and single forward slash. And then that mode, same form and default redirect. And then collection, we can change our reference class. So that child tag is error. So look in the web.config file, very important point. So here system.web, yes, and here is there. So under the system.web, that section is come to picture now, and all about that error child tag and status code and then redirect. So one by one we can print. Yes, so we can first number of count is property of CSC custom error collection and give the reference error, that is a child tag. So here for each loop and one by one all collection to here one custom error and code and then redirect that. So here you can look in web.config file. So that is a child tag error. So that is a collection we can take as a custom error collection and then give the error as a child tag, and then error custom, here is a collection and here only error. So one error at a time and give that code and then redirect. So yes, I think perfectly, and now I can run last time. So first I can stop debugging and then running. So yes, let us check how. I think very simple way. Step by step, we can learn the API how to reading in web.config file. So here, not any complication, simple or logic is there, just only print reading. So that is a reading in API. So first is application setting, yes, that perfectly your change. We are student, and connection string, yes, same, no any change. And previously is gone clear automatically because we can use response dot write method. And then form authentication. So yes, form authentication mode and login, that name, login and time 60, so 1 hour, and custom error. So yes, so complete. So all are well. So yes, I think complete my session. So yes, subscribe my channel Ashok Shijalakuni, press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thanks for your watching, supporting and sharing my video lecture, and Hare Krishna.